What is good, everybody? I'm Jack Shu. Today I'm going to show y'all using my cinematic color grading workflow using Phantom LUTs in DaVinci Resolve. And we're going to do it all in just 4 simple nodes. That's right. Whether you shoot on Sony, Canon, or Blackmagic, as long as you shoot on a flat profile, this workflow will give you that rich and cinematic tone without overcomplicating things. Let's kick it. All right, we're in DaVinci Resolve. We have 4 different clips here. We're actually going to use this one. Shout out to my friend Wakisha. She's an amazing dancer, and as you can see, she's naturally dope. Let's play this clip here and see. Very nice. Good. Okay, let's bring it back. So we're going to create 4 simple nodes. Press the right key on your mouse, and we're going to add a serial node. Actually, let's delete that. We're actually going to use our hotkey. So press Alt-S on Windows or Option-S on Mac. And we're going to go 2, 3, 4. Bring this down, and voila, bam. Here are 4 simple node structure. First, we're going to apply the magic touch, the Phantom LUT. But we're going to start on the last node, right here. Why? Tell me why. Well, because we want to keep the final look consistent while we make our corrections or changes without damaging our image. Also, I watched like 30 different videos and they all said, put the LUT on the last node. So it's been working for 3 to 5 years. So if it's not broken, don't fix it, I guess. But before we start, let's label this Phantom LUT. Shablam. Now, this is where our image transformed from a flat profile into a full-blown Oscar-winning film. Hehe. Just kidding. Anyways, here are our 5 different LUT. Okay, so first we have the ice blue, second Jamaica, third neutral, 4th tungsten, 5 utopia. So this is one of my favorites. So we're going to start with this one. We're going to double click. Boom! Check it out! Just with 1 click. Look at it. Well, you just look at it. Phantom LUT off, Phantom LUT on. Off, on, off, on. Can you see the difference? Now back to the first node, exposure. Let's name it. There we go. Now this is all about balancing our image, and we can see it very clearly with our LUT being applied here. As you can see, let's take a look at our RGB parade right over here. We want to make sure our highlights are not clipped and our shadows have enough detail. So it's looking pretty good. So we're going to use our offset right over here, and we're going to bring our exposure up just a little bit. Let's see. Okay, let's do 30. Yeah, that's a good medium. So we can get a little bit more technical and go into the lift, gamma, gain, but I'll keep that for the next video. Now think of this node as an overall brightness of your image. Moving on to our second node, white balance and saturation. Let's label this WB, shablam. Now this is where we fix any weird color casting from our lighting or camera settings. I like to use the temperature and tint to neutralize the image, then slowly bring up the saturation. Okay, until our image looks natural and not overcooked. So temperature, let's grab this and crank it up. Boom! Oh my goodness. Bring it back down. Yeah, That looks pretty good right there. Oh, 300, perfect. Then tint. I think 4 looks good. Saturation, let's crank this up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, this looks pretty good. 65. Okay, so we want to kind of balance this out. Okay, let's see. Tint. Okay, then the saturation or temperature. Yeah, this looks pretty natural. You know what, I want a little bit warmer, so let's go with 200. Yeah, I think that looks good. All right, so once the white balance feels right, the skin tone should look balanced as well. So let's take a look at our vector scope over here. Click here and vector scope. All right, this is what our skin tone looks like. Let's click here and turn on the skin tone indicator. All right, so this is the line. So we normally want this to kind of match on this line, to sit on this line. So it's kind of sitting on it already, but let's see how it looks. Let's grab our gamma, bring it down just a little bit. Yeah, I think that looks good. All right, yes, off, on, off, on. All right. Now think of this node as an overall color of your image. Node 3 is where we add the cinematic cherry on top. Curves and contrast. Let's label this as contrast. Shablam. There we go. Let's take a look at our curves panel over here, and we'll add a subtle S curve. All right, so let's come to here, and then see the edible spline, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whichever one works. Okay, make sure you have that clicked. And now we're gonna bring our shadows down a little bit, but we're gonna go to our RGB. Right, so we have some space. Click the bottom here, and this will pop up. We're going to push it down just a little bit, not too much. That's good. And then over here, our highlights, and push it up just a little bit. Right, look at that. Okay, off, on, off, on. That is looking really nice. Now, think of this node as an overall depth of your image. Now let's turn all the nodes off and slowly turn them back on one by one. Shablam. So we started off with a flat profile of S-Log3. We added a Phantom LUT to the last node. Then we brightened up our exposure with the first node, just a little bit, and corrected the white balance and saturation on the third. Look at that, makes a huge difference. At the end, we gave a little jab and a punch with our contrast. Yeah, look at that. There you have it. That's my 4-node cinematic color grading workflow with Phantom LUTs in DaVinci Resolve. It's simple, consistent, and easy to use depending on your footage. So give it a try. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up, drop a comment down below if you have any questions. Don't forget to subscribe for more contents like this. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.